Well, so I got my next project, a 1989 Z28 Camaro. This is an IROC with a 5.7 tune port, and it only has 23,800 miles. So for some reason, the engine developed a noise, and now it sounds like it spun a bearing. It came from another shop that had diagnosed it as needing an engine. They've already taken the belt off to make sure that it wasn't something in the valve or in the belt, and that's in the back seat here. So I heard it for a split second when he got it dropped off with the tow truck, and it sounded bad enough that I don't want to try and start it again. I definitely agree. It sounds like a bearing. So first thing you got to do to get these engines out safely without damaging the intake is pull it off. So before I even get it on the hoist, I'm going to go ahead and get the air cleaner assembly off and start to pull the upper intake, so that way you can get a chain on it to get it pulled out of there. But a quick walk around the car. This is a very clean, rust-free, under 25,000 mile Camaro from '89. This thing is in awesome condition. The dash doesn't even have cracks in it. The interior is still near perfect, and the door still closes like a brand new Camaro. All right, so I'm documenting how I'm taking this thing apart, and I've got the coolant drained, the upper intake off, and I started to remove the accessories, and I grabbed a hold of the distributor, and this is what I found. It's loose. That's not a very good sign at all. I did see some other things. This bolt was broke off here, and these screws are not factory. These should have been Torx's, and they're Phillips head screws. I'm almost positive of that. So 23,000 miles, but somebody has been into this doing something for some reason. Don't know why the distributor was loose. Again, I've never seen this car. This is the first time I've looked at it. So I know that it sounded like lubrication problems inside the engine. I'm going to pull that distributor out and look at the drive shaft on it and see what's going on with the oil, and see if I see a problem there. I went ahead and I got the cap pulled off, and it's definitely had a distributor put in it. You can see the paint marks right here where somebody had made some marks on things to line it up. Oops, my light just fell. But it definitely was not tight. So I hope that didn't have something to do with wrecking the engine, but I can turn the distributor by hand very easily. Oh, actually, that's probably what happened. The distributor popped out. The hold down came off, and I can lift the distributor straight up. I'm pretty sure. I can feel a gap under it. Right down here where my finger is. The hold down's like underneath where it should be. And I tight. Look at that. Well, if the distributor pushed out far enough, the oil pump drive would have fell out of the oil pump, and cranking the engine over without oil, that's probably what torched the bearings. So I think I found my problem. We may have to talk to somebody before I go much further with this, but that's definitely, yeah, 100% what actually caused the problem. You can see right there, the distributor hold down is not on the distributor's base at all. It's off to the side of it. And the distributor was never all the way in, I think, because I'm pretty sure that bolt's tight. Well, it's, yeah, I'm pretty sure I can take this distributor out without taking the bolt loose, and the bolt's actually been tightened down without the distributor being tight. Yeah, there it is. Shiny new distributor. That's brand new looking. And the bolt is right here, and it's tight. You can see how it wasn't on the distributor properly, and it's locked down and tight. But that's definitely what caused our problem. I think the engine's still bad, but that would be the reason why. Because all it has to do is pop up high enough that that falls out of the drive on the oil pump down inside this hole. What's it look like? If that's sheared off at all, I can't. Wow. Okay, so I got a socket, and I'm gonna check this bolt, and yeah, it's tight. So, yeah, for sure. They had tightened up the bolt. However, this mounting bracket, I'll pull this off so you can see it. This mount is slotted so it can slide. So it has to be in this position when it's tightened, and it was tightened in this position instead. I'll show you on the thing when I get it all the way out. So you can actually see the marks on it. Well, I don't want to set it on there. So, let me see if I can focus here. It would normally have been mounted all the way back here, and it was actually bolted tight here in the middle of the groove instead of all the way at this end. So this part wasn't actually slipped all the way over the base of the distributor. And inspecting the distributor, you can see clearly there's this one scratch where the edge of the tab was mounted to, but it was never actually on top of the distributor there. You can also clearly see the wear pattern on the gear is at the very, very bottom. I can't believe it didn't jump a tooth and have a timing problem, but the oil pattern or the wear pattern should be right in the center of this gear, and we're all the way at the base. And it also, let me see, you can kind of see it's got a little bit of rounding there. 100% that's spun on top of the drive shaft for the oil pump. Well, from here, I'm going to have to finish getting the accessories off and get the engine out, because I can guarantee we definitely have some bearing problems.